All right, let's try to do this in one take. From Alaska to Australia, New York to the Netherlands, Bangkok to Beeston, we are on the air. Welcome in, everyone. American in Leeds, the YouTube channel. My name is Alex Simon. Thank you so much for watching the video. We got to the coveted 1,000 mark. And why is the coveted 1,000 so important? So I want to thank all of you for subscribing and liking the videos. And I think I'm a year in almost exactly. So thank you, everyone. The coveted 1,000 is important because it allows us to become a official really channel in the YouTube sphere. In other words, if you have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you're kind of deemed officially a channel, and then you can do things like more monetization. If you have less than 1,000 subscribers, you're not probably being like a channel, doing channel-like behavior. I don't know what to describe it as. I have no plans to, do some monetization. I just wanted to get to the coveted 1,000, and you helped me do it. So thank you so much. I'm extremely appreciative. So please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Last few videos, I feel like there's been some added value. I'm most proud of the Parag video that we did 2-3 weeks ago, where I kind of went over some clips that he had when he and the 49ers first invested. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, please, comment. And that goes to all the content creators. If you're listening to them, smash the like. It's more than just a like. It's someone saying, hey, I like what that person's doing, and tells the algorithm to, push their content up, and then it shows up in someone else's feed. It's like a real thing. Some people say, please smash the like, but it has a tremendous effect on everybody. So it's not just something that we like to say. All right, that's that. I titled this video Delusional FC, and the reason why I did that was because really we could bin most of these players off, right? Like, we want to bin most of these players off. Because they just got relegated. I would say maybe you want to keep, for me, I want to keep Adams. I would love to keep Adams. I'd love to keep Crescencio and Willie. I would love to keep those two. I just think that they have good potential. They have the makings. Specifically Willie. Obviously, I think he could be fantastic, and really hope that he stays with the club. But Meslier started off this week with Meslier obviously saying that he was one to be the named starter for Chelsea. He has the tag of the past 2 seasons of letting in the most goals each of the last seasons. He has that for the 2021-22 season and the 2022-23 season. I don't think you're going to be given a chance to start in the Premier League. I just don't think that that's going to happen for you, Meslier. I like you as a person. I think you're almost a freak in your shot-stopping ability, but there are several other areas: distribution, control of the box, corners, set pieces. There's a lot of areas that I think he needs to work on. But he's a freak. And I do think maybe a change of venue would be good for him. And as Leeds fans, we appreciated his one-on-one shot-stopping ability, but obviously there were times where we'd like to see just the basics from him. So I know there might be some stick, and there's a lot of affinity to him because he was a promotion goalkeeper, and he is freakish. Like, he is, I don't know how to describe him. He's the most freakish goalkeeper I've ever seen in terms of his just pure ability, raw athletic ability, and size. So I wouldn't want to give up on him, but I'm just saying if he is going, and there are a lot of drawbacks, he's let in a lot of goals. It hasn't just been him, it's been his defense, but we move on. Cock to Man United. I mean, a lot of these are agent-driven, but let's be real. There's not one person that you'd really, on this roster, maybe three for me. Aronson just wants out. He's too good enough for the championship. Ruter to Hoffenheim. Rodrigo, $3 million buyout. I want to talk about the $3 million buyout and the Cock free. It would not surprise me if Orta was so desperate to get deals over the line his first year that there are cheap buyouts. So the Rodrigo one makes sense to me, and the Cock free makes sense to me in a way. Because I think there was such desperation by Orta to start getting people signed. But yeah, these players, I think I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt on most of them, that I think it's agent driven. But yeah, I mean, I think they all would do service down in the championship, most of them. Adams, it's like there's conflicting reports. There's an injury. He's got some sort of rupture. He won't be ready for the beginning of the season. That's a big risk for anybody to do. If the buyout's $30 million, a $40 million buyout, as Liverpool was rumored to be doing this today. So, knock on wood, he stays with us. Knock on wood, a lot of these guys stays with us, which brings me to the 49ers are going to be absolutely ruthless, I think, in negotiation with these players. Again, contextually, in America, you don't have any rights, really, as a player with a club until you reach your free agent years. Either the year before you're completely done, or your year that you're done. You don't have any power to negotiate with the club. So obviously in the scenario like Rodrigo, where there's a $3 million buyout, we can't really do much. But if there's no relegation clauses, or the relegation clause is high, I fully expect the 49ers to be completely ruthless. And that might lead to some disgruntled players. But, I think they'll have to get over it, if they want to continue to make money in their careers. I think he's going to be very good. And in this case, where we would rely on, basically parachute payments and sales to fund the club with Radrizzani's model, I think the 49ers will fully expect to take some losses in this first year down in the championship. Hopefully it's a one and done. This is a small thing, and I would do this if I was live, but I'm not. This is a pre-recorded video. By the way, happy Thursday to everyone. The Acer logo and the 49ers logo on the official Leeds website looks very similar. 49ers Enterprises, Acer Enterprises. The E is the same. I do not think there will be some sort of lasting relationship with these two. Whether Raz and Acer still have a piece of Leeds, or Leeds has a piece of Sampdoria, they're still in bed together. This will not be a clean-cut sale when everything's said and done. But obviously, the 49ers do seem to be at the wheel by the major media outlets that we talked about last week that have announced this takeover, and then things leaking like the NBA basketball player was at the grounds, Robbie Fowler's part of the 49ers. There's been other leaks where it's like this thing is done and dusted. The 49ers are at the wheel, and Parag looks to be all in. Okay, so stuff that you probably care about, maybe even more, maybe not. The Stuart Webber thing, and I read this article here with Phil Hayes. Stuart Webber, to me, has some red flags based on this article and based on what I could dig up. Most importantly to me with Stuart Webber is that his wife will still be employed at Norwich. And to me, that's a massive conflict of interest because people talk. People talk. Me and my wife, we were employed. We didn't meet at the time, but we were employed by the same employer. I left. When she references things, I know who she's talking about. So, both of us, neither of us work there anymore. But what I'm saying to you is, there's a massive conflict of interest. People talk. That's all I'm saying. People talk, and she will know what's going on behind the scenes at Leeds United, at Ellen Road, at Thorpe Arch, and the people that she works with will know that. And, I'm not saying this will happen, but I'm just saying people talk. And so, to me, if I'm an employer reading this, getting this information from and interviewing, that's a massive red flag that it's not a bad thing. It's just something that is. It's something that is. And so, I think that's my number one red flag with Stuart Webber. It's that might be a conflict of interest. Never mind his possible sexist views that came out, and then obviously this thing that came out that he wanted to climb Mount Everest. To me, climbing Mount Everest is like, if you've ever met somebody that wants to climb Mount Everest, that is a full-time job preparing for that climb. Where to go, travel, how's it going to happen, safety, time of year, all this stuff. And he's a young man. He's 38. He's honestly younger than me. I'm above that age. And, I just think that, he's a young guy. There's just too many red flags. There's probably 3 red flags for me. 3 too many for me to hire Webber. But I think he probably knows his stuff. Does his team, the Norwich teams that got promoted, blow me away? No. Now let's transition into manager, and we're going to get through this quickly because I want to end this video fairly quickly. But Farke is in the mix, so that's awkward. Farke was sacked by Webber, I believe, so now they're going to, be paired back. I don't know, they could be friendly again, but I don't know. Webber is more concerning to me than Farke. Farke's he's got 2 promotions on his resume with 2 teams that I don't think were blowing me away, at least on paper. Corberan, look, West Brom was just recently ranked as the worst owners. The West Brom owners just ranked the worst in the championship. So there might be a chance to upgrade in terms of the club, the ownership structure, if they can sell it on them. Potter was rumored. I think that's not going to happen. They talked to Bielsa. Look, my punchline with all this, and I know Bielsa's not going to happen. I know Potter's probably not going to happen. I know Rodgers is not going to happen. But what I'm saying to you is they're talking to the right people. These are coming out that their short list is a good, right? We would all say that this is a good short list. So let's credit the 49ers for what we know right now before probably, in my opinion, Corberan or Farke is probably hired. So it looks like they're trying to do it the right way. That's it for me. That's all my time. Marching on together, Leeds. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to try to do a little bit of a round table tomorrow. I got some crazy crap going on, so I'm going to try to get a little pod in. But Michael, Brendan Paniker, hopefully he's got unique views because he's a 49ers fan. Chris Fox, and me. Bye. Thank you.